Hello and welcome to Bottom Line. Poll-bound Tripura is witnessing massive political developments. Well, former minister and senior leader of BJP-LI IPFT, Mevar Jamatia, joined the Tripura Motha today. Jamatia, who had given strong indications of quitting the IPFT over differences with party chief N.C. Burma, has finally today decided to take the leap. He joined the Pradyut Burma, Royal Scion Pradyut Burma led Tripura Motha. How will this impact the IPFT? What does it mean for the Tripura Motha, which is aiming for a clean sweep in TTADC areas and more? How will the BJP look at this development? And how are the people of Tripura, the people of TTADC areas looking at things at this point in time? Well, we are being joined by the man himself, Mevar Jamatia, to know why he decided to quit the party he was so close to for years. And also, what is the way forward? What is he looking? What are his plans as far as the Tripura Motha is concerned? A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Mevar Jamatia. On a day, a big day, you decided to make a big political move. Once again, warm welcome to you in Bottom Line. First of all, again, it was clearly written on the wall that you will soon be quitting the IPFT. What took you so much time, I should say? What took you so much time to take this decision? What took you so much time to decide to join the Tripura Motha when we were expecting that this development will happen probably a couple of months ago?
Thank you very much for giving me time. Not this life.
Welcome.
I really appreciate you to give me this opportunity to share my feeling, to share my viewpoint to the public, especially to the people of Tripura. And as you all know, even before this election, IPFT and Tripura Motha are trying to have an alliance. We have series of discussion. Me and N.C. Burma and our Bubagar Pradyut. Even we have an exchange of file. There is a written agreement twice with Tripura Motha and IPFT. But somehow that idea is not materialized in the leadership of N.C. Burma. It is very unfortunate to tell you, even all the agreement is signed by N.C. Burma only. But at the last moment, he reluctant to make alliance with Motha. Therefore, our supporter, our leaders have lost the confidence of the N.C. Burma. This is the main reason behind why IPFT is weakened. Because we cannot stand has our own idea and policy.
Yeah, we are aware of that development where a proposed merger with the Tripura Motha, the proposal was given, of course, that didn't work out. But, before coming to that, one question that I always wanted to ask you, Mr. Jamatia, why did you not pitch in for a revamp of the IPFT instead of a merger with Tripura Motha? The IPFT has been there. The party started, the party was launched, started and was in the government to serve the indigenous people and overall the people of the state. Why didn't you pitch in for a revamp instead of a merger? Probably it didn't work out. A merger is never easy. Merging with another party is never easy, not an easy political decision. It may lead to leadership changes. It may lead to a lot of changes.
But
Everybody is, yeah, apprehensive about such moves.
Okay, fine, very good question. But you see, before alliance with the BJP, there is a lot of agreement between IPP and BJP. And we have several meeting, discussion before election, before alliance. And you must remember, in 1918, just in January, just before election, there is a agreement that high level committee should be constituted under the guidance of Home Ministry. And it was also done. But this committee, especially this high level committee, is to look after socio-economic and political problem of the indigenous people of Tripura. But somehow this is not materialized. We have a twice meeting with them, with a committee member. The high level committee member, along with chairman, they have visited to Tripura, and we have meeting with them, and we submitted our memorandum. Not only IPFT, there are different political party, NGOs, intellectual, individual. They have given their demand, and they have given their memorandum, submitted to the high level committee. But this high level committee under the Home Ministry of India, their report have to be submitted within 3 months. Within this is the agreement. Therefore, as a Minister of Tribal Affairs, I used to go Delhi. I met Home Minister, Home Secretary, and I tried to inquire about this committee. But there is no any follow-up action.
So where do you think the IPFT failed in all this? Where do you think the IPFT under NC Dev Burma failed in all this?
See, there is some problem in our party, and as you all know, last in April there is a conference, state conference of IPFT. Because every 3 years there is a conference, state level conference, and we should change the committee, executive committee. Sometime by consensus, sometime by election. And we have an election. In that election, there are NC and me are two candidates for a post of president. For a post of president. And in that election, by our party, because we have a central committee member, 300 is there, 300 members. Among the 300 members, we have to cast the vote to elect president. In that election, I won the election. I got double vote than NC. And we are all happy, people also happy. As per rule, as per the constitution of our party, it was done. But somehow, hello.
Yeah, please have a glass of water.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hello. Just 1 minute. Then what happened? Even though I was elected with our executive member, after 1 month, unfortunately, our senior leader, N.C. Devarma, cannot digest, and he's not happy. So verbally, he have called again other conference. Then there they have declared again himself as the president.
So at that point in time, what was the reaction?
This is a very funny thing is going.
At that point in time, what was the reaction of the other party leaders, party workers, party members?
They're all there. That is the problem exists. Therefore, our cadre, our leaders, our supporter have lost interest, because how many time we will conference, state conference, annual conference, only after three years. But within 1 month, how can he call again the conference? This is a big question. So therefore, I think there are a lot of problems arise in the party, and also BJP IPFT alliance government is not very smooth. There is no cordial relationship between IPFT and BJP. In the field level, there are a lot of problem. There are a lot of fighting between IPFT and BJP worker.
Well, they are
So
still
there are
together.
lot of problems
Still
going on
together. Now,
among
Mr.
IPFT
Jamatia,
and BJP.
you also made a big claim. You also made a big claim today that around 90% of the IPFT's quote unquote organizations have merged with the Tripura Motha. That's a very big claim. Is that true?
Yes, because in IPFT party, who are the real worker? Who perform the duty? Who are the real do the activities? I'm not a self-claim leader, but public, they know it. Who performed the duty in our party? Even in the 4 years, in the 4 year our ministry, all the time I used to go Delhi, and I submitted memorandum to Home Minister, Prime Minister, Donor Minister. I met several times with Home Minister, Home Secretary to give pressure of our demand. Not a single day in 4 year, NC did not go to Delhi.
So are you trying to say, Mr. Jamatia, that
Even
on ground,
unfortunately,
are you trying to say that on ground, majority of the IPFT workers
Yeah.
are not happy? In that case, can we see mass joinings to the Tripura Mota? Is
Yes.
that what you are indicating?
yes, it's very much true. It's very much true. Therefore, see, even last visit of Amit Shah, Honorable Home Minister, I think I forgot the date. Last 2-3 months back, there I was still minister. He called us. Amit Shah called our party, IPFT party, to meet with him. Even that time, and she cannot go. And she did not go to meet him. In our state guest house, Agartala, I lead a team. And I met the Home Minister. And we have a nice discussion. We have submitted memorandum. And we have highlighted our problem, how to solve the problem. Even that time, NC is absent. Therefore, public now they know, with the leadership of this NC Devarma, our party cannot run, our party cannot go ahead. This we have lost the faith on him.
What are your expectations
This is
from
the main reason behind our worker.
what are your expectations from the Tripura Mota in terms
But
of?
unfortunately,
Yeah. I'm asking, what
See,
are your expectations from the Tripura
as you
Mota
all
in
know-
terms of number of seats, Mr. Jamatia?
see, we are expecting more than 20 seats because 20 is a reserve seat. And beyond that, we're going to contest. We're going to contest around 30 to 35 seats. We're going to contest. And hopefully, I think in present situation, Motha will get maximum seat.
Are you looking for a clean
More
sweep?
than any other party.
Are you confident of a clean sweep of the 20 reserve seats? That's what you are saying. That's a big statement.
Absolutely. Clean sweep will be there. Even in beyond that, because there are many seats who are tribal have a chance of the voters. So we're expecting beyond 20 seats also will go into contest.
But again, Mr.
And I believe Motha will be the main factor, will be a big player.
The kingmaker, yes.
election.
The kingmaker, Tripura Mota may emerge as the kingmaker. But even if we assume that you are getting the majority of the reserve seats and probably a couple of seats outside the TTDC areas, probably, still you'll have to work with some other party post-election scenario. And in all probability, that party could again be the BJP. So it would be the same thing, isn't it? The IPFT BJP had, and probably we are looking at a Tripura Motha BJP coalition post-elections. That's what the political pundits are expecting. So eventually, Mr. Jamatia, Tripura Motha may also have to work with the BJP.
It depends upon the situation, how many seats we get, and also it depends upon our dialogue, because it also depends about the situation and dialogue. How dialogue can go on between BJP and IPFT, or maybe BJP and CPM, or IPFT, sorry, Motha and Congress. It depends on dialogue. It depends on the situation. Because like a regional party, our main aim and object, our demand is statehood demand. This is our ultimate solution. Therefore, whoever party, maybe CPM, Congress, BJP, it will depend. The leadership will depend about dialogue, how to negotiate with them. This will depend in the future course of our alliance.
Will your campaign in TTDC areas mainly be against the IPFT or the IPFT BJP combined?
That is very sad to say. All behind IPFT candidate, there is independent candidate. This independent candidate is given by BJP party. This is very unfortunate. Though we are alliance, we contest alliance partner, but all behind IPFT candidate, there is an independent candidate who is backed by BJP. Because their own Mandal president is the candidate. Independent candidate.
So who do you
So
think is your, who do you think,
can
let me put it this way,
give like
Mr.
that?
Jamatia, who do you think is your main rival in the reserved seats category? Is it the IPFT or the BJP, or do you think the IPFT has lost its sheen probably, and it will be the BJP which will be the main rivals of Tripura Motha even in the reserved seats category?
Of course, it is seen as the ruling party. It's a national party. BJP is the main contender. This is very true. BJP is the main contender.
And what will be lastly, Mr. Mevar Jamatia, what will be Mevar Jamatia's role in the Tripura Motha? Will we see you lead from the front like you
only
did,
just today
like
I
you did in
joined, let us
IPFT?
see. Let us wait and see what will happen, because just today only I joined, so it will take time, and you will also probe about my performance, our activities. People will say, people will decide what I'll do. It depends upon my activities, it depends upon my performance.
Before I let you go, Mr. Jamatia, do you think the IPFT BJP alliance could have worked out a bit better in terms of the issues raised by the IPFT if the leadership would have been more proactive? And in future, post alliance, if a need arises, the Tripura Motha may be willing to work with the BJP because we cannot deny in a way that the centre, this central government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah is open to have been pushing for the development of the region. It is up to the leadership of the region to make full use of that.
Let us see. I cannot say what will happen, because at present situation, I know about Tripura situation. About the central, I don't know. But in Tripura situation, I think I can say the BJP in the ground also not very good. So who know, it may, because nowadays I cannot say anything in advance. So maybe if it is approaching nearby, we have only still
Are you indicating that? Are you indicating that if the figures say so, if the numbers say so, the Tripura Motha may be willing to work even with the CPIM or Congress, for that matter? If the numbers demand.
That will depend on dialogue. Yes, as Maharaj also has already stated that any party, any party, if they come forward with a written agreement, then of course we'll see. And I cannot say in advance, but I have to watch and see. And still there is a time, more 3 months left for election. So when it is approaching nearer and nearer, we'll discuss in detail.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mevar Jamatia. Well, congratulations once again on joining the Tripura Motha, new political journey for you, and let the interest of the people of Tripura reign supreme. That's all we can say. Thank you so much for your time and patience. Before we go for a break here, we are also being joined by David Debbarma, General Secretary of Tripura BJJM. David, sorry to keep you waiting. A couple of questions very quickly. मेवार जमातिया जो है मेवार जमातिया जी ने ज्वाइन किया टिपरा मोथाज एंड दे आर कॉन्फिडेंट कि टीटीडीसी एरियाज रिजर्व सीट्स कैटेगरी 20 सीट्स वहाँ पे जो क्लीन स्वीप करने का दे एमिंग फॉर अ क्लीन स्वीप हाउ डज द बीजेपी द रूलिंग पार्टी लुक एट दिस डेवलपमेंट डू यू फील थ्रेटेंड बाय दिस द टिपरा मोथाज सो कॉल्ड राइज इन टर्म्स ऑफ नंबर्स ऑफ फॉर्मर एमएलएज और फॉर्मर एमएलएज जॉइनिंग देम
Well, let me extend my warm greetings to Northeast Live, and on behalf of Bharatiya Janata Party Morcha, I wish you a very good evening to all your viewers. Well, Mr. Jamatia must be not aware about the statistics between the ADC politics and the state politics. ADC, Tripura Motha had not come out and form a government in ADC, but the state politics is different. So, whose party has gone to whom? By the way, he was in IPFT before. The moment he was in IPFT and until he before in the state from the IPFT, from the ministry, he was with the IPFT. Today he joined with the Tripura Motha. Suddenly he's another turncoat and joined with the Tripura Motha and saying so. I don't think so that Tripura Motha is going to clean sweep the TTADC, ADC reserve area. BJP is very much strong and very much, our Karyakartas are very enthusiastic. We're already geared up and we're already preparing everything. And hopefully, we're going to win the 20 seats in next assembly elections.
Now, do you think the BJP-LI IPFT is losing sheen even in the reserve seats, and probably the BJP has to look for a new ally in the TTDC areas, and if numbers dictate, maybe. We may see a BJP-Tripura alliance post the 2023 elections. Is that a possibility?
Well, that's not, you put me in a very wrong trouble, and put me in a very trouble question though. That is not my call, by the way, and BJP so far we are not looking for any alliance.
Let's put it this way. Do you think the do you think the IPFT has lost ground? The BJP-LI IPFT has lost ground in the tribal areas?
See, I wouldn't be able to comment on their party, IPFT. Their kitty fights, I have nothing to do, and we are not putting our nose into their internal political party, though. And, as per the commitment, we had given the commitment to them. 2 ministry has been given. Adarniya Mevar Jamatia also served almost in 4 years in a ministry. And NC Babu, who happens to be their party president, who will remain forever party president, I believe. He is still a party president and he is still serving the ministry. And another person who's namely Prem Kumar Yang, who's also serving the ministry now. And that is their personal or internal conflict, whether they lose or they gain momentum in the grassroots. That is their call. By the way, in between, BJP is very much confident and we're working hard, and our teams are ready that we are going to form the elections next 2023 single all majority.
Lastly, David Debbarma, the BJP's performance in the TTDC polls was decent. The IPFT couldn't perform as per expectations, but the BJP did do a decent job, we must say, in the district council polls as well. Do you expect a similar or even better performance in the TTADC areas? Are you confident, despite quote-unquote Tripura Motha rise and the ever-rising popularity of Bubagra?
Well, I have a huge regard and respect for His Highness Maharaj of Tripura, and I believe he is doing well. And apart from apart from politics, I must say Tripura Motha or BJP, today we are looking around the BJP's prospect and BJP's grassroots, strategies. We are very much confident that we're going to form a single majority government by 2023.
Thank you so much, David Deb Burma, confident General Secretary of the Tripura BJJ.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.